save it then. I'm recording, yay! I recorded this twice on Sunday, last Sunday, and didn't press record. And the live streaming didn't work, so it wasn't saved on Facebook either. Hello there. This time I'm just trying to stream to one place, to my private group, and I'll stream it elsewhere later. So I'm Dr. Allie, the entrepreneurial women's menopause mentor, and I am here to share with you some of my secrets for skincare. So I'm a qualified doctor. I've been a doctor specializing in women's health and in general health for 27 years now. Goodness, so I spent 12 years working in a specialist urogynecology clinic, which is helping with pelvic prolapse and incontinence. I've been a GP for 20 years plus, and I've been specializing in menopause and women's health for most of that time within general practice. I'm also a member of the British Menopause Society. I have a private menopause clinic, and I'm passionate about helping women to rebalance their hormones. So just a little bit more about me from my story is that I know that menopause and perimenopause isn't just about sex hormones. It's about the whole caboose. It's about aging. It's about the adrenals, because we live in such a stressful world these days. It's about thyroid glands. So our thyroids tend to go in the 40s as well. Mine went when I was 46, I think. My adrenals, I got adrenal fatigue, or I burnt out when I was 38. So that can happen at any time, but it sort of piles up really as you're approaching your mid-40s, or as I was approaching my mid-40s. But this is the pattern that I see for women generally. And then our sex hormones kick in. Now, sex hormones aren't just about hot flushes. If you are feeling exhausted or anxious and you're in your 40s, this could be the start of it. It could be an element of it. And there are lots of different ways to approach this, but I recommend as natural approach as possible. That's where I come in with my mindfulness and meditation, my energy healing, my supplementation, natural smoothie recipes with herbal tinctures. All these things are part of the way I work, as well as really assessing what's going on with your adrenals and your thyroid, and not just relying on a sixth sense, but as well using intuition. So this whole approach is brought into being with my online course, which is called 60 Days to Menopause Success, Menopause Relief, which is launching again in next week, I think, maybe the week after. So I'm going to be having a webinar for that. But right now, today, this is for any age group. And I've been alerted to the fact that the day cream for oily and combination skin is not available till the end of November. So I recommend that you buy the whole set for dry and sensitive skin. And then when you're replacing the day cream, you can use the day lotion after November. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of a screen share. So I'm going to keep popping in and out of this slideshow from the start. There we go. So in 2008, I was looking for a product partner to partner with that was science-based, that would help me to really bring about the best results for my clients and patients. And I partnered after looking at several different companies and realizing that there were many different downsides to most of them, and it was shocking how poor most nutritional supplements are. I partnered with USANA Health Sciences, and this is their skincare line. I love the fact that they're very science-based, but open to the intuition and meditation as well. It was a real eye-opener to me to really see that this is a thing, that it's not just me on my own feeling that we've got to use intuition and the energy healing that I learned when I burnt out, as well as science. And we can use both. We can allow our left brain and our right brain to dance together to give us our best life. And if you want to have a business, your best business as well. So this is Dr. Myron Wentz, excuse me. A little cough break there. This is Dr. Myron Wentz, who founded USANA Health Sciences and indeed Celavive. So he started by culturing cells in laboratories, and his first company, Gull Laboratories, created the first test kits for viruses such as the Epstein-Barr virus, and these kits are still used worldwide. But he sold that company when he decided to go into health prevention and health optimization rather than disease detection. And this is where he started USANA Health Sciences, which you can ask me about later. And as part of that journey, he created a skincare line called Sensei, which I've used ever since 2008 until this new skincare line was released, which was about 2018, maybe 2017. And in this, they brought in their cell technology. So they have nearly 100 scientists working within the company. They do independent research. They do research that's then independently validated at other labs as well. And they work in conjunction with big organizations such as universities and the there's an orthopedic center in Salt Lake City that they work with as well, and the Linus Pauling Institute. So lots of big organizations work with USANA and with Dr. Myron Wentz, but less of that. So this groundbreaking technology actually helps your skin regenerate, get younger, feel better, and it helps you to feel more energetic. So this is a new approach, which is using targeted nutrient combinations that work with the cell, so with what's in the cell, with the mitochondria, and that awakens your skin's natural renewing ability to help preserve that youthful appearance. Now, I don't know about you, but pretty soon after my 40th birthday, I started looking in the mirror and I saw that I had wrinkles for the first time. And I had been brought up really that looking in the mirror was a pretty vain thing to do. So I felt guilty about not wanting these wrinkles, but I've gradually become more at ease with my wish to keep youthful and energetic and active for as long as possible, so that I can age, that I can stay youthful. And we are as young as we feel. So having that energy every day, I joined you. I partnered with USANA for business reasons, but my health gains have been amazing. So here we are. We improve the look of the skin tone and texture and help reduce the appearance of visible aging. So, and we get better support because of the protection against the environmental stress of pollution during the day and helping the cells regenerate overnight. So that really, really helps. And we're using two exclusive patented technologies. So we have the cell signaling complex, which includes the intelligence technology that USANA puts into its nutritional supplements. And that's made of two bioactive peptides and two botanical extracts that actually in combination, they work with your cells to counteract the signs of stress and lifestyle and chronological aging, like fine lines and wrinkles, and that targets the missing components in the skin to give it a more youthful and blooming appearance. And those key ingredients also help support 6 major elements that help produce a healthy skin matrix, such as the proteins and hyaluronic acid that are needed for younger looking skin. And we also have a patented olive oil botanical blend, which is an extract from the olive fruit, along with other fruit extracts, watermelon, apple, and lentil. And that helps provide lasting moisture for up to 24 hours after just one application. So if you've got a long day, like I have long days in general practice, often 13 hours on the go before I get home, don't worry, your skin is still being moisturized. So one example of the scientific research that we've done this is the protecting toner. Now you'll see this has a grey pack. I'll show you, I've got it here. Oh, there. So with the grey pack, the products in the grey packs have actually got that intelligence in them. So they've got that cell regeneration combination in them. The other things don't need them so much. This toner is amazing. It feels great. And you can see that even within 30 minutes, you can see an improvement in hydration. And that still continues throughout the day. And this is the replenishing night cream, which is this one here. And this shows in particular, these are just 2 examples because it'd be very boring if I shared all of our scientific research here. But even this alone shows a 70% reduction in water loss within 30 minutes. And that is maintained, that improvement is maintained. And then the serum, one of my favorite products. This is the Celavive serum, and this shows an improvement in skin elasticity, which is doubled within 3 hours. Now, it may look, these lines, it's a small trial of 9 subjects, which is why there's so much difference at the starting point. But the difference between the start and the end for each group is very big. And obviously, they are doing research with larger numbers of studies. And then the eye essence. This is the magic eye essence. So this is hydrating eye essence, and this reduces your crow's feet. So it really helps the skin around the eyes. So this is the full range of Celavive products, to which I would add our scrub and our sheet mask and some of our brightening products. First of all, before we start, I recommend you get to understand your skin type. So, and this does change as we get older. My skin type was oily in combination, like many teenagers when I was young. It was prone to acne and pimples, and there was excess oil in the T-zone area. So it was more combination than oily all over. And there were visible pores. But as I have got older, many other people find this as well. My skin has become more dry, more sensitive, with dry or red patches and more visible lines. And that can flake or get easily irritated. And that appears rough or dull. So first of all, we're going to go with step 1, which is cleanse. And we've got 2 different cleansers at this stage. We have the gentle milk cleanser, which I use for my dry and sensitive skin, which it locks in the natural moisture at the same time as removing those dirt and impurities. And then there's a creamy foam cleanser shown here, which creates a rich lather to remove dirt and oil while gently exfoliating the surface cells. So that's good if you've got oily or combination skin. My daughter has found it really invaluable since it first came out and when she was about 17. So she's been using that. So let's just stop the screen share so you can see me. Poor you. Okay, so this is my hairband to help keep my hair that I've just washed today. I only wash it once a weekly now that I understand curly hair a bit more. Amazing how you can go on for 53 years brushing your hair and then find out you weren't supposed to. Just because your mother told you to. Who's in with that? Anybody with curly hair? Don't brush your hair. Right, so we're starting with this. So here is my creamy skin cleanser. I just put a little on my hand. And I just smooth it on, and it's great. You know, some cleansers, you feel your skin drying out immediately. Especially cheap ones. You know, if you just buy your sort of bog standard one from the chemist, it's not, you can feel that it's cheap. And also, you know, if you do practice kinesiology, you can feel the difference. If you sort of say to yourself, does this benefit me? Does this benefit me? So for me, kinesiology, I can use the fingers, I can use the arms if you've got 2 people, or you can just use the way your body sways. So my body sways forward if this is going to benefit me. And if it was going to not benefit me, like if I was holding the sort of cleansers I used in my teens, I would sway backwards, just very subtly. It's a very subtle way of tapping into your soul energy, which is connected to the universe's energy. And that's another story, as you can imagine. So I then can gently wash that off. A little bit of there. And what I do in the bathroom when I'm getting ready is what I've called for my kids the Red Indian way, also the Native American way, is to put the water in the palms of my hands and splash my face to rinse it off. Right. Very bad faux pas there, dear oh me. I'm very sorry, but I have learned, and so have many in my generation. It's just, you know, there we go. So that's the cleansing stage. So step 2 is the toner. So this is that amazing toner I told you about, which tones your complexion and helps balance your pH levels for beautiful skin, but without drying it out. And I remember when I first bought toners when I was a teenager, they would leave my skin feeling very taut. And I thought that's what toners were supposed to do, but it isn't. So if that's the sort of thing you're using, think of change. So you can use this by putting some onto a cotton pad. So I use reusable ones nowadays. But I'll let you into a secret. And this, you know, using it this way will take out any last impurities. But if you've done your skincare routine properly in the evening and in the morning with the cleanser, then there aren't any anyway. Now, I thought it was just me who was loath to lose some of this amazing stuff onto a cotton pad, but apparently other people do too. So I just actually in real life pour some onto my hand, rub my hands together and just feel it going on. Oh, amazing stuff. Oh, so good. And you can feel how refreshing it is, and you can feel how good it is for your skin. Really amazing stuff. So I'm going to share the screen again to see where we go. There we go. So that's the perfecting toner. And then we're going to use the vitalizing serum. In fact, I'm going to use something else first, because in addition to these products on this presentation, we have some new ones. So I'm going to use this. So this is the dark spot corrector. There are 3 or 4 in the skin brightening series. This is the only one that's available in the UK, but I think to preferred customers and associates. So you have to sort of let me know if you want to access this. But it's a dark spot corrector, and it's for those age spots. So as you get older, you may notice dark patches appearing on your face or on your hands. Now I've got one just there. And what I had before I started using this, I had there. And if you look, they're really barely detectable except that one. And that one was always the darkest one. And it is a lot lighter than it was. So I'm just going to put a little on there and spread it on the areas that were affected. It doesn't sting or anything, but it does gradually brighten the skin and reduce those. So it's very localized. I only use the tiniest little bit and try not to stretch the skin as you're putting it on. So that's the USANA Celavive Dark Spot Corrector. I use it twice a day. And then on to the serum. The serum is amazing. So when I first started using this, I had a crusty bit just on the base about there. I had a probably 5mm crusty patch of abnormal skin, which is part of skin aging, happens. And I've had it there for 2 years. And then within 3 weeks of using this amazing product, which is about to run out because I've used so much, there we go. Amazing product, within 3 weeks that had disappeared, never come back. Quite amazing. So there we go. So you just put a squirt, and not forgetting this area of the neck, because this area of the neck and the top of the chest gets lots of sunlight, and we often omit it for our skincare routine, which is not good. So I do recommend that you make sure you treat this when you're doing your facials. There we go. Right, better put some lids on things. It's getting a bit out of hand here. There we go. Right. So let's look at what the PowerPoint has to say about the matter. The lovely serum. So the vitalizing serum, it supports your skin's natural renewal processes with that breakthrough water-based formula. And serums are the most effective way of getting treatment to the skin. It's the most concentrated way. So this is a formula that has a high concentration of active ingredients, including those natural botanicals and powerful peptides that helps with the younger looking skin. But it also has this other impact. It helps with all sorts of skin conditions. So it just helps optimize your skin and helps your skin to combat. It's like all of USANA, all of these supplements and the skincare, they are there to help optimize our body's health so that we can combat what's being thrown at it. And then the hydrating eye essence. This is amazing. So this helps to visibly brighten and lift and soften and depuff the area around the eyes. And it helps to improve that delicate skin. So when you're using your own one, it comes with this handy applicator. Let's put it that way. There you go. So see if you can see that applicator. So you just squeeze it slightly and a little bit of the gel comes, and then you just apply it around the outside of your skin, of your eye. It's always a bit more awkward doing it this way when you're used so much to doing it in a mirror. Everything's back to front. Everything's cack-handed and back to front. Okay, so you're supposed to use your ring finger because that gives you the most gentle pressure. It's less likely to press and stretch to pat that in. But it doesn't need to go onto the eyelids. So that's the eye gel. And then we're going to hydrate. So if it's during the daytime, we will use either the protective day cream that I have here. So this is the one for dry and sensitive skin. So this is one that I use every morning, and it has sun protection factor 30. And it helps to fortify your skin, and it delivers that rich moisture with a luxurious cream formula. And this is just, it's so effective. It really is an excellent sunblock or sun protector. And in the past, I found that even their sun protection factor 15, which the previous Sunset one was more effective than a bought parabens full, one that you would get from the chemist that was supposed to be protecting at the level of 30. So I would expect this to be as effective as a standard sun protection factor 50. And then this is the day lotion in the shorter thing. This is more liquidy, so it's a bit, it's more lightweight, and so it's less moisturizing. So it's ideal for combination and oily skin. It's out of stock until November, but I would, if you do have the combination of oily skin, I would buy the day cream for now, and then when it comes to replace it, you can buy the other. So let's go and stop the share. So I've just done one squirt, is often enough. And again, you dab it, same way as you did the serum. And then when you're applying it, just gently in an upwards motion where you can. Because that helps to lift the skin. You don't want to be dragging your skin downwards unless you, wherever you can, you don't want to be dragging your skin downwards, you want to be lifting it upwards. There. So that's the day cream. And then if it was nighttime, I would be using the replenishing night cream for dry and sensitive skin. So we'll come to a slide about that now. So with the night gel for combination and oily skin and the night cream for dry and sensitive skin, this again uses natural botanicals to enhance your skin and reduce wrinkles and restore that complexion overnight. If you have the gel, then it's less moisturizing, and if it's the cream, it's really moisturizing. You can really feel the improvement, and you wake up in the morning and it's like you've had a facial overnight. So Celavive works for all ages, all styles of people, men and women. And I also recommend that everybody feeds their skin, nourishes their skin from the inside out as well as the outside in. And this is my personal health pack. You can also get a standard health pack, or you can buy yourself essentials in a 2 pots like that. So if you're buying these, I recommend you have 2 from each of those twice a day. So 2 of the vital antioxidants and 2 of the core minerals. People say, well, that sounds a bit excessive, but it really isn't, because we live in such a polluted world now, and such a nutrient depleted world now. We really need these. And time and again, I hear people saying, oh, I'm so tired. Oh, I don't have any energy in the evenings. Oh, I have to go to bed at 8 o'clock. It's completely unnecessary. Nobody needs to feel like that if they are nutrienting their bodies sufficiently. And these really are helpful. This is the health pack. So this is the general health pack. So this is a standard dose for everybody. Again, it provides you a full dose of the cell essentials, as well as Magna-Cal, which is extra magnesium, calcium, and vitamin D. Really important for women in perimenopause, but for your cells generally. And the cell essentials booster, which gives you a little bit of extra as well. So I recommend you discover your body's power to defy that tired, dull skin, and reveal your skin's natural ability to transform visible signs of aging into a beautifully renewed complexion. What you're seeing here is that we are optimizing your skin's cells to optimize themselves. We're not forcing it on them. And that's what's so amazing about this science. Okay, so now I'm going to take my supplements. Oops, there we go. So this has got in it the 2 of the vital antioxidant and 2 of the core minerals. I would never miss those. In addition, it has the Magna-Cal D and the Intelligence Booster. But in addition, I've got Biomega. That's this capsule here. This is a highly refined fish oil that has omega-3s in it, because most of us have enough. Most of us who are eating healthily have enough omega-6s in our diet, but often the ratio omega-6 to omega-3 isn't good enough. And if you have that out of balance, you increase inflammation in the body. And then the other one in here is my Estro Pro. So that's that little brown one. Estro Pro helps to balance women's hormones. So this is my key to optimal health. So I used to take these 2 at a time, was really proud of myself of that. And then my friend Franny, thanks Franny, said, why are you only taking 2 at a time? So I started taking 3 at a time and 4 at a time. And now I take all 8 at a time. It's possible. And then that becomes much less of a burden, you see. Imagine if I was taking those 1 at a time. All gone down. And then this is my smoothie. So my book, my free ebook, tantalizing smoothies and elixirs to curb hot flushes or something like that, is it available to you. And I just love having my smoothie container back again. My NutriBullet's been out of action for a little bit, and now I'm back to having my smoothies, which are packed full of herbal essences and herbal powders, as well as nuts, avocado. In this case, I've got spinach stalks in there, and I've got some bit of cacao because I love my cacao. And oops, there we go. Lovely to have that back. So that is my morning routine, or part of it. Obviously, it's just part of it. Okay, I'm Dr. Allie, the professional and entrepreneurial women's menopause mentor. And I hope you enjoyed my morning skincare routine. Join in next time. Bye-bye.